gentlemen, welcome to Expat Life. So I figure that since I'm going around asking everybody about their expat experience, I might as well share mine, right? So the number one question that I get asked all the time is why Mexico? And I chose Mexico for a few reasons. One, I felt like it was close enough so I wouldn't really freak out my family too much. From where I was living in Miami, it's just an hour and a half flight. Two, I figure I can work on my Spanish a little bit, maybe become fluent. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm working on it, y'all. But the main reason is that I'm really interested in Black people in Latin America. And so I had been watching these documentaries, and I came across this revolutionary named Gaspar Yanga, and he led the revolution against slavery. And right outside of Veracruz, about 45 minutes, there's a statue of him in the town called Yanga. And then even in the surrounding areas, there's like these little areas that have African names. And so when I saw that, I was like, yo, this is dope. I need to know more about this. I want to go there. I want to experience it. And so my friend and I, like maybe the next day, we were just like, yo, let's just move to Cancun. Let's do it. So we actually visited a couple of times before because we wanted to try to find a place, which that was an experience within itself because it's not like finding an apartment in the United States. You know, it's best if you're already there and you just see the for rent signs, you call it, negotiate, and boom, you got a place kind of thing. But besides that, we ended up finding someone that was willing to help us. And so we ended up getting a place, which was a beautiful place, right by the Malecon. It's right in the center of Cancun. Everything that you need is right there. It's accessible. And we absolutely loved it. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better experience. I just feel like that was one of the best decisions that I made, was to move to Cancun. And it allowed me to visit places that on vacation you wouldn't be able to visit. You know, they have a bus system there called IDO, which is equivalent to Greyhound. And it's way better than Greyhound though. It's not sketchy. Everybody uses it. But we would go to the bus station and we'd look at the board and be like, oh, where do we want to go today? And so we've been to so many different places. We've been to Campeche. We saw the ruins there. Merida, that's where we went to the cenotes, which, by the way, if you ever go to Mexico, you have to experience the cenotes. That's an absolute must. Playa del Carmen, of course, because that's like right down the road. And Veracruz, which that was like the longest. That was a 15-hour bus ride that we did. We're kind of crazy. But yeah, we did it because we really wanted to go and visit the place Yanga. And when we got there, it was interesting because a lot of people in Veracruz, when we'd ask about Yanga, they didn't know. They had no clue, like, really what we were talking about. But we met this one taxi driver that at the bus station, and he came the next day to pick us up and take us. He stayed with us the whole day, and he picked us up, and we drove out to Yanga. And you know, he was telling me that his mom was blacker than me and all this stuff, so he was very familiar with it. And so we were excited because we thought we were going to go and see like some Afro-Mexicanos, like it's going to be this town of Black people. And when we got there, it wasn't. And it was weird because we were almost like the celebrities, you know, like the kids wanted to take pictures with us. Everybody that would drive past us would be honking their horns and waving, and it was a really cool experience. It really was. We just didn't see the Black people that we thought we were going to see. And but seeing the actual statue was it was pretty amazing because it was just like, wow, we had this goal to come to Mexico, to live in Mexico, and to come and see this particular statue, and we did it. And then it really puts things into perspective, because sometimes when you hear about things that have happened in history, especially things that aren't really publicized or taught to us, and you think like, you know, did this really exist? Is this even real? And so to see it, it's like, yeah, at some point in time, this was real. This really happened. This is real life. So it was a really cool experience to actually go to Yanga and to see it. Now we know that the Afro-Mexicano population is more down south, so that'll be next on our journey in Mexico. But then another popular question I always get is, was I scared? And no, I wasn't. That never even really crossed my mind to be scared. I think I was more so excited about the journey that was ahead, and just experiencing the culture on a whole nother level, you know, outside of just being there for a couple of days. It's like, you're here, you're living here, like you have to get used to it kind of thing. And so that was exciting to me. And yeah, so fear never even crossed my mind at all. Although sometimes, I guess I feel like I live in this little bubble, and sometimes I look back and I'm thinking like, you know, I probably shouldn't have gone there by myself, or I probably shouldn't have done that. But, you know, I always feel like if I wait for someone to come with me or to do these things with me, I would never experience these opportunities. And so sometimes you just got to go out there and do it and take risks, you know, and live life, you know. And so fear, no, never crossed my mind. And I feel like that's the one thing that holds a lot of us back too. So if I had been scared, I probably would have never even moved to Cancun. But overall, I would say that my experience in Mexico has been awesome. I met some really cool people. I've been to some really cool places and seen a lot. And I just can't wait to see, you know, what's ahead. Like, I know I want to move somewhere else, to another country. I'm not sure where, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. So stay tuned, guys. So that's my expat journey. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Expat Life, because we will be going to other countries and interviewing other expats and getting their experience. I have a country in mind. I'm excited. I don't want to give it away just yet, so make sure you subscribe. And if I left out anything, if you guys have any questions or anything, make sure you leave that in the comment section below. So like, share, and subscribe to Expat Life. Peace.